Just a second.
Okay, I'll wait 30 more seconds.
You don't have to put all your ears up.
To the regular town council meeting, Wednesday, November 17th at 6 p.m. If we can stand for a moment of silence, followed by the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call of members. We have our two new council members with us, all sworn in prior to the meeting. So welcome to David and Andrea. And all members are present. Additions to the agenda. I don't have any additions to the agenda, but I should note that the minutes were not ready to be approved. They weren't sent out yet. And the Director of Emergency Services, Bill Cease, has had a family emergency, and so he will not be here tonight. Do I have an approval of the agenda?
So move.
And second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So we're going to skip through the approval of minutes since they're there. Council member announcements. I want to throw new members to first, so I'll start with Karen. How about that? Dr. Sullivan? Thank you.
Just a few short announcements. The foundation wanted me to announce that they have, I think it's $23,000 in grants available for beautification of the town that they raised this year. So be sure to contact them. The Eagles are having their Firefighter Foundation fundraiser this coming Saturday on the 20th. The Guadalupe Free Clinic is having clothing pickup at the Blue House on the 20th. For people that need clothing, shoes, coats for winter. BAM will be giving checks to the schools for over $2,500 that they've raised this year for STEM, art, and music programs. And the fire department is having its 8 a.m. Thanksgiving Day 5K and 10K run walk. There's no fee, but please bring a non-perishable food item. This is a food drive. And Colonial Beach Kids still needs volunteers and donations for the annual drive-through Santa's Wonderland at the Colonial Beach Speedway.
Thank you. We'll go down the line. You have any announcements? If not, you can just say that.
No announcements.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Gabriel.
All right, the only update was from the workshop, Resiliency Workshop that was conducted last Friday with the Planning Commission and specifically the Resiliency Committee. And I want to thank Tree Mac for facilitating that. It was a good session with Wetlands Watch from DCR was here to explain how Colonial Beach can become a part of this resiliency in the community, which would allow us to potentially reduce premiums for flood insurance, for those who have flood insurance. Potential is out there for between 5 and probably 25 to 30%. To get up to the 45%, I think there's only 2 cities in the state, in the country, that have gotten that high, and they're out in California. But we do have the potential to do it. The Resiliency Committee, subcommittee, through the Planning Commission will make a recommendation to the council of whether or not we want to become a part of this. There's a cost to it in terms of hours that staff has to dedicate to getting all the data and the information, putting it into a massive database. But If we do, then FEMA gets to see us in there, and then when you apply for flood insurance, we're on that list, and your premiums could go down. So this is still being worked on with the Resiliency Committee, but that was a good session, informative for everybody who was there. That's the only announcement I have. Okay, and also the Guadalupe Clinic through the community center. At the community center, we'll be doing vaccinations, booster vaccinations on Saturday. The hours are 9 to 11 for that. So last weekend, we're doing it.
Ms. Robertson?
I got a report from Colonial Beach Public Schools. As of today, their ADM is 584. The school board office, the new building, is almost complete, and the staff hopes to be moved into it before Christmas. In the hiring category, interviews are in the process for school superintendent and director of finance. Elementary school, the number of students quarantined at the elementary school has decreased significantly at this time. Mrs. Camlin threw yay in there. Students have earned 4,259 positive office referrals already this year. And for those of you that don't know how the school runs, the kids really like these positive office referrals, and they get different things when they get to a certain stage, and then by the end of the year, they have all kinds of kudos coming to them. The high school is participating in the Virginia tiered system of support to improve attendance and discipline. The special education department is working through the JLARC recommendations to ensure that we are in compliance with identifying and evaluating students affected with disabilities, as well as developing appropriate IEPs, and that's individual plans for each child that addresses all academic and functional needs. In technology, brand new laptops have been purchased for all. Even staff members' smart boards have been updated in the majority of the classrooms, and an order has been placed for additional smart boards to allow for upgrades in every single classroom in the school. And in student recognition, high school student Austin Jordan received recognition for level 3 culinary night skills, placing second place nationally. He received a $40,000 scholarship. And that's all I
Do you have a new restaurant here?
got. Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be nice.
Let them start the cafeteria work.
Right.
Sure.
Mr. Montier?
No report.
Okay.
I just
Clement? No report. All right, I have a few things to update on. First, I'd like to thank the VFW for the Veterans Day service at the Cannon. I attended and also wore my VFW t-shirt, so appreciate their service, and the keynote speaker was excellent. It was really an honor to hear him. I'd also want to note that there was an architectural assessment workshop with DHCD through this RCDI. It's a lot of acronyms in government. But basically it boils down to a $30,000 economic development grant that an architecture firm came through and is giving us some suggestions on what we can do to promote economic development in a physical manner. The Comrel regional meeting was hosted by the County of King George, and so we attended that, and with updates from the government, from the Naval Center, and then also from the County of King George. We met with Delegate Ransom to discuss our legislative agenda priorities. We have coordinated a cleanup at the range, and so the range station that is on Bluff Point is significantly improved there from the stormwater surge. And they are coordinating also access to the rear of those people's properties in the back there for some piers that have washed up in that area. Looking forward to the police chief report as he is here with us, Mr. Thank you. Kenny, I'm sorry.
Miller.
Miller. Still a little bit new. I'm so sorry, Mr. Miller, because we have run into each other almost every single day. You are out and about in the community. I can tell. I see you all the time. So we appreciate that. I want to make sure I don't miss anything else. The liaison positions with our new council members. We are, one of the very few assignments I have is to assign the liaison positions. And so Ms. Clement is assigned to finance and Mr. Williams is assigned to public works. I look forward to both of you guys getting to know those departments and getting involved. Also, in January, we'll look at our town bylaws and can reassign them. So this is just sort of a first look and a good opportunity. I'd also like to assign Parks and Rec to Mr. Pavry, as he expressed in the last meeting, to work with Bobby for revamping the special events permit process. So at least for the next month to work forward on that. And lastly, to update on the VLCF grant. I know that causes a lot of buzz. That's the Eleanor Park grant through the state. There's some mention from council to have our attorney